everything changes.
Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. It's Thursday, June 18th, 2020, and there has been a major update to eBay's offensive materials policy on their website and platform. It's here. I will screenshot this and share it in one of these corners somewhere on the screen. Let me read it to you. This was actually updated at the end of June 16th, which was Tuesday, and it went out publicly from the eBay team. So it says, we are continuing to evolve our offensive materials policy to specify that certain items are prohibited. This includes items in the Black Americana category that portray negatively or stereotypes based on race, ethnicity, such as items that use characters or demeaning portrayals, which may be seen on dolls, figurines, housewares, historical advertisements, etc. We have begun to remove these items. Sellers who have listings for these items that are no longer allowed on eBay will be notified through my messages. Please review our updated policy for additional details. If we scroll down, Rebecca actually updated it and said, we have seen some questions about the changes to this policy, so I stopped by to clarify the message above. Today we updated our offensive materials. Some items that were listed in a Black Americana are now covered under the policy and will be removed over the coming days. But the category itself remains active and contains listings that do not violate the updated policy. I apologize for the confusion. Hope this is helpful. Please contact customer service if you have any additional questions. Rebecca, the director of eBay community. So before I show you the policy, which I have active, again, I will link these down below, so please read them. I will screenshot this here in the corners. Before I do, this is a clear problem in my head, and let me tell you why. If you are going to ban an item, be it Black Americana or Nazi material or anything offensive to anyone, fantastic, great, that's what you do. The problem is you've now left the category open. The Black Americana category is open, and eBay has said they will allow items that are not offensive or do not portray a stereotype or a racial problem or whatever it is. Well, that sort of becomes subjective because what one person deems as stereotypical or insulting or racist may not be what somebody else claims it is. So what's going to happen is people are going to go to these categories and flag things and have things removed that may be okay for the category. So let me give you a good example. Recently, we have heard of the Aunt Jemima syrup and breakfast category removing that logo, that icon that's been on their products. And so those products are not going to be allowed to be listed on eBay. I've already had people reporting that bottles of syrup and bottles of the pancake mix and other items have been removed from eBay. So they have deemed that that is racially insensitive and they've taken it down. Perfect. So let's say that somebody, one of my viewers, buys a book at a garage sale, and I've actually seen, this is a personal experience that I've had about probably 2 years ago. Very good follower of mine. She still watches me and she'll probably see this video. She purchased a book, and I think it was Louisiana or Alabama she's from, somewhere down in the deep South. And it was a book of African-American, is a recipe book of African-American Southern cooking, like gumbo and jambalaya and all of these things. It was a very old book. It was from, I want to say the 30s or 40s. She got it from a church yard sale. She paid like 50 cents for it or $1. It ended up selling for like $200 or $250. It was a lot. What if she, very sweet lady, and if you're watching, please comment, posted that book and somebody flagged it as insensitive because, oh, African-American cooking or the slaves cooked that or whatever the reason is. I'm not going to quote any of that. I'm just saying there could be somebody who takes that the wrong way and reports it. There's just going to be like a flag fest in the category, right? Am I wrong with that? Am I seeing a problem here that certain things may be seen one way or the other? eBay is going to have somebody manually review this because it's way too subjective. I'm not in any position, and most people are not in any position to decide what is and what isn't okay. I don't know how they're deciding that. Maybe eBay wants to comment on that. I don't know. Just a question I have, just curious. With that said, let's read the policy and I'll tell you what's allowed and what's not allowed via Rebecca and the eBay team. Again, it'll be in one of these corners. So here is the update. Listings that promote or glorify hatred, violence, or discrimination aren't allowed. In order to promote trust and respect among our diverse community members, eBay does not allow items that promote or glorify racial, sexual, or religious intolerance or promote organizations that hold such views. Listings that promote, perpetuate, or glorify hatred, violence, or discrimination, including on the grounds of race, ethnicity, color, religion, gender, sexual orientation, aren't allowed. This includes, but is not limited to, the following: slurs or epithets of any kind, slavery items, including reproduction, such as tags, shackles, documents, bills of sale, items with racist, anti-Semitic, or otherwise demeaning portrayals, for example, through characters or other exaggerated features, including figurines, cartoons, housewares, historical advertisements, and gollywogs. So this would probably be what Aunt Jemima falls through, because it's saying demeaning portrayals, for example, through characters or exaggerated figures. She's not a character per se. She was kind of made into a little character, but it was like based off of a real person. So that's probably the one that it falls under. Black Americana items that are discriminatory, Confederate battle flag and related items with its image, so all Confederate flags, historical Holocaust-related and Nazi-related items, including reproductions, not allowed. Any historical Holocaust-related and Nazi-related items, including reproductions. Any item that is anti-Semitic or item from after 1933 that bears a swastika. So pre-1933, many of you know that the swastika did exist before the Hitler regime. So it sounds like before 1933 will be allowed. Media identified as Nazi propaganda. Listings that imply or promote support of, membership in, or funding of a terrorist organization. We all know what that would cover. The following items may be listed: media, such as historical photos, magazines, books, and art, provided that such material doesn't perpetuate or glorify violence, intolerance, or racial stereotyping. Items related to the civil rights movement, stamps, letters, and envelopes displaying Nazi postmark. So if the Nazi symbols are on anything else, it's a no-go. If they're on stamps, letters, or envelopes, they are allowed. I'm not sure what the differentiating thing is there. Can somebody explain that to me? Why would it be allowed on stamps, letters, and envelopes? Because it's things that we mail? I don't know, kind of weird. Currency issued by the Nazi Germany government, including military script. Okay. Historical, accurate WW2, World War II, military model kits that have Nazi symbols. So if you have a Panzer tank with a Nazi symbol on it, you can sell it. Historical and religious items that bear a swastika if they are made before 1933 and are not related to Nazism. So of course, again, the swastika existed way before Hitler took over. 1933 was the burning of the Riksdag. That is the German Chancellor building. That's when Hitler used the fire to basically take over control of Germany. So if it was before his takeover, they're allowing it. When offering shipping to other countries, make sure first to check our international trading policy to verify the item is allowed. Activity that doesn't follow eBay policy could result in a range of actions, including administratively ending or canceling listings, hiding or demoting all listings from search results, lower seller rating, buying or selling restrictions, and account suspension. All fees paid or payable in relation to listings on accounts which we take any action will not be refunded or otherwise credited to your account. Why does eBay have this policy? In order to promote trust and respect among our diverse community of members. eBay does not allow items that promote, glorify racial, sexual, religious intolerance, or promote organizations that hold such views. Again, I will link this down below. I'll link to the community board and to this offensive materials policy. It's right here on eBay's website. I'll link them both. Check them out. Read them. Please leave your comments down below. Be respectful. Be polite. Do not attack each other. Do not attack me. Do not attack eBay. Put your honest opinions. I had a Zoom call with the GM, Senior Vice President of Americas, Jordan Sweetum, today, along with a couple dozen other sellers and social media and YouTubers. And he is completely fine with us expressing our opinions and giving them our feedback. The only time eBay going forward is going to have an issue with us putting out content or you guys commenting or responding is if you personally attack people, be it eBay, be it me, or be it other members of the community. As long as you keep it respectful and you put your opinion, you put your suggestions, you put your advice, you put your experience, good. Anything else, not going to be okay. And that's for good reasons. I agree with that. So anyways, there's the policy. It's down below. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll be back in about 2 hours, a little 2.5 hours for my live show at 9 p.m. We'll have a live discussion about it. I'll see you guys then. Thank you as always. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Till later, good night.